Recently, I had the opportunity to create several insurance quotes for local churches. And I even gave a presentation to a church governing body about the importance of proper protection. And it hit me. Many ministries don't realize just how exposed they are until something goes wrong. So I thought it was time to create a video that speaks directly and specifically to churches and houses of worship. Now, with that being said, every Sunday, churches open up their doors with fellowship in mind, not risk. But here's the truth. Even churches face the same financial, legal, and liability challenges as any other organization. Fires, deaths, injury, or lawsuits can threaten a ministry overnight. So let's talk about church insurance, what it covers, why it matters, and how the right protection keeps your congregation focused on ministry and not mishap. So let's get started. What is church insurance? Church insurance is a specialized insurance policy designed to protect religious organizations, ministries, and faith-based nonprofits. Think of it as a business owner policy customized for churches. It's built to protect the building, congregation, finances, and leadership from unexpected losses or legal issues. A comprehensive church policy typically includes property insurance coverage. It covers the sanctuary, classroom, sound systems, furniture, and office equipment. General liability protects your ministry if someone gets hurt on your property or during a church-sponsored event. Workers' compensation covers paid staff, maintenance teams, and sometimes volunteers if they're injured while serving. Pastoral counseling liability. It protects ministers and counselors if someone files a claim over emotional distress or negligence during spiritual counseling. Commercial auto insurance for vans, buses, or vehicles used for ministry work, from youth trips to food drives. Without these protections, a single incident could disrupt ministry operations and drain church resources that were meant for missionary work. Now, let me share a situation with you. One of the churches I worked with had a pipe burst during the winter, which leaked gallons of water in the fellowship hall, damaging classrooms, flooring, and musical equipment. Now, to make matters worse, during cleanup, a volunteer slipped and broke her wrist. Now, because the church had proper policy in place, everything was covered with property and liability, from the building repairs to the volunteer's medical expenses. But guess what? They didn't have to dip into the emergency fund or shut down services. Without this insurance in place, that single event could have cost thousands of dollars that could have taken years to replace. Now, churches face unique risks. And let me be clear, churches face some unique risks that most small businesses never think about. First, you have volunteers and events. From revivals to community dinners, someone can easily get injured on and off the premises. Child and youth programs. If your church runs a daycare, after-school program, or summer program, you face additional liability exposure. Pastoral counseling, even well-intentioned guidance, can sometimes lead to emotional distress claims. Rental use. Many churches rent space for weddings, meetings, or schools. Each event brings potential risk. And cyber exposure. Churches collect donations online and store personal data, making them targets for cyber attacks. All of these risks need tailored coverage and not a one-size-fits-all policy. Now let's talk about something that's overlooked: the protection of church leadership. Pastors, board members, and trustees make important financial and operational decisions every day. But those decisions can come under scrutiny. That's where directors and officers' liability insurance, often called D&O, comes in. This coverage protects leaders if someone has accused them of financial mismanagement, discrimination, or misuse of church funds. Now, even if the claim is false, the church can still face expensive legal bills. With D&O coverage, those legal costs are covered, so your leadership can focus on ministry and not lawsuits. What churches should look for? When your church reviews its insurance, here are 5 key areas to make sure you're covered properly. Full replacement costs. Make sure your building is insured for the full replacement cost to rebuild, not depreciated value. Abuse and molestation coverage. This is a difficult topic, but a necessary one. Even false accusations can financially cripple a church. Volunteer and mission trip liability. Protect those serving locally and abroad. And cyber liability for donor data, online giving, and hacked websites. And lastly, equipment breakdown and utility interruptions. Cover sound systems, HVACs, and kitchen equipment failures that can halt operations. Now, each of these coverages can be customized to meet your mission needs and size. Now, what's the value of working with an independent agent? Let's keep in mind that every church is unique. Some churches have buildings over 100 years old. Others rent spaces. Some operate daycare centers, food pantries, or run outreach vans across town. That's why working with an independent agent matters. I can compare multiple carriers, tailor your coverage to your missionary risk, and make sure your protection grows as your mission grows. It's not about selling policies. It's about safeguarding a place where people gather and serve. Now, it's important to understand, to most people, their church isn't just a building. It's a cornerstone of the community and a reflection of faith in action. Protecting it means protecting your people, your mission, and your legacy. If your church hasn't reviewed its insurance within the last year, now's the perfect time. I can help you identify coverage gaps and make sure your ministry is properly protected from the sanctuary to the parking lot and everything in between. Now, if this content was helpful, please share it with someone who may benefit from this topic. And don't forget to like and please subscribe to the channel. But don't stop there. Check out this next video right here for more insurance and financial tips. And as I like to say, call Jay today. Thanks for listening.